what are the stages of a criminal trial, either in federal court or in state court? Both in New York State court and in federal court, the first thing that happens is a jury gets selected. After a jury gets selected, the judge provides preliminary instructions on what evidence is, what jurors are allowed to do, how to assess credibility, and then after the judge gives preliminary instructions, the prosecution gives an opening statement, and typically the defense gives an opening statement. The reason why I say typically is the defense is under no burden of proof to do anything in a criminal trial, so in theory, they're not even obligated to do an opening statement, but most defense attorneys do. After opening statements, there is prosecutor's case in chief. Prosecutor calls witnesses to establish the crime, and after each witness has completed their direct examination or questioning by the prosecution, defense gets to ask that same witness their own questions. This is called cross-examination. And this continues until the prosecutor completes their proof, completes showing off their evidence. After the prosecutor completes their case in chief, the defense has an opportunity to call their own witnesses. This is called the defense case. Defense counsel also may be able to introduce their own evidence, their own exhibits, call their own witnesses. Not every case has a defense case because defense counsel doesn't necessarily have to do anything. We have no burden of proof, but a lot of the times we try to do something to counteract the prosecutor's evidence. After the defense has completed their evidence, if there was a defense case, there may be a rebuttal case from the prosecutor. And after the rebuttal case, you get what's called a charge conference. So the attorneys get together with the judge outside the presence of the jury, and the judge explains what law the judge will be instructing the jury on, the elements of the crimes, and also just the general legal instructions. And after that, there is summations, both by the prosecution and by the defense. If you're in federal court, prosecutor gets 2 summations. They get the initial summation, then defense sums up, and then the prosecutor gets what's called a rebuttal summation. And in New York State court, defense attorney sums up, and then the prosecutor sums up, and thankfully there's no rebuttal summation. And then the judge provides legal instructions to the jury that were discussed at the charging conference. And after the jury hears all the legal instructions, the jury goes to deliberate in secrecy and either reach a verdict or tell the judge after however long that they've been unable to reach a verdict. So that is generally how cases work, both in New York State and also in the federal courts when it comes to criminal cases.